Monday, August 21, 2023 shall come to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Motion to approve the agenda, please.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Dana, seconded by Mark, that we approve the agenda. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. To the consent agenda, you have a copy of the minutes of August 7th, 2023. We need approval of the bills and claims, of which you also have a copy. We have the following license and permits: street closing request with the Clear Lake Chamber, Harvest Fest on Saturday, October 7th. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Gary, seconded by Mike, that we approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. Now is the time and place for any citizen in the audience who wishes to address the council on any issue or item that is not on the agenda. Please approach the podium, state your name first and last, and give your address so the clerk can properly enter the minutes. This is not a discussion time nor a question and answer time, but it is a time for you to state your opinion or your issue to the council for they to put under their advisement. And you have 3 to 5 minutes. Welcome.
Wilder. I don't know why you need my address. You have it already. I'm here for 3 concerns. I'm here for the concerns of how out of control the Airbnbs are in this town. There's no parking. There's nothing. You said you've been trying to do affordable housing. There's all Airbnbs around me within the last 2 years. The last one was bought. They took possession of it in April as a second home, and by May, they had already had 20 different violations. They've knocked down the mailboxes, they parked in front of them. It's just been outrageous, out of control, and this town needs to get out of control. The size of our town is supposed to be a small town. It isn't a big town. It isn't any of this kind of crap. And all you guys are doing is giving us residents the middle finger who wants a quiet, peaceful place to come to. And that's what people want to come to. They want to come to our quiet lake, you know. Then we get another thing where you guys are getting a award for the wellness center. But yet, when our residents graduated, we had the streets shut down by the wellness center, and Main Street shut down by the wellness center. How do you expect us to get for our graduations to accept and appreciate our kids? This is out of control that you guys keep giving the residents the middle finger. And you guys don't have no law and order. We don't even have a chief of police here. We do not even have a chief of police in our town. Doesn't that tell you guys something? Our residents need to be waking up and telling you guys, you are all out of control. When you said somebody had $25 million to invest in this town, I tell you one thing, that's pretty damn cheap to be buying a town. And we keep saying no, we vote no, but everything keeps on going. You shut down at our tourist time, you shut down to go around our lake to make a bike path, and made it hard for PM Park in the Cone that has been our historical landmark here in this town. But yet you keep on doing it. But I guess that's what happens when we get a city engineer who is a urban developer who will not stop until you destroy our town.
Thank you, Becky. Appreciate it.
Right.
Is there anyone else, please? Right. Welcome.
Thank you for giving us some time to talk about a new organization in town. My name's Don Hofstrand. I live in Mason City, Iowa, 2002 Hunters Ridge Drive. And I'd like to talk to you for just a couple minutes about this new organization we've developed. It's called the Saragordo Clean Energy Group. I left some brochures down at the end there. If you could pass those out, please. Did, excuse me. I didn't see that. The purpose of this organization is to move the county towards locally owned clean energy. We hope to improve or expand the ability to go solar in this county, expand the use of geothermal in this county, and even as important as that, to do it on a local basis so that it's locally owned clean energy and not from somebody outside. I have two of my co-workers here, Pam Little and Bob Cole. They're on our board of directors. We also have several other people who are on our board of directors. Types of things we're planning on doing. We're putting together a tour for nonprofits within the county where they can come on this tour and see what other nonprofits are doing, looking specifically at NIAC and the library and other types of places where they've had installations of solar that have been very successful. Some of these have even had geothermal that has worked out good for them. We'll in future have other tours for small businesses. Small businesses, everybody gets 30% tax credit, as you probably know. But for small businesses in this county, they can also get a 50% grant to cover part of the construction of the renewable energy equipment through USDA Rural Development. We'll also have tours for people who want to put it on their house. In addition to that, I'm preparing several pieces of information on what are the steps in going solar. How do I determine whether solar is a good thing for me? How do I work a power purchase agreement? All those kinds of things that people need to know about if they're interested in doing this. So if you got any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But we just came here to inform the council of what we're trying to get done in the county.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience? Welcome, Cheryl.
Cheryl Bergvig, 601 South 14th Street in Clear Lake. I just want to thank all of you for your hard work. I know it's a painstaking job sometimes, but I want to thank all of you for serving in this position and serving our community and trying to do the best you can, and that's exactly what you do. So thank you very much for your service.
Thank you. Anyone else this evening? Thank you. We'll move on to unfinished business. From there to new business, 6A, Clear Lake Municipal Band Shell Improvement Project, interim Mr. Flory. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. The blue sheet in your packet addresses this item. It's a proposal from Atura Architecture here in Clear Lake. This is something that our park superintendent had brought to my attention here recently about some maintenance issues and some potential upgrades to the city park band shell. And kind of looking at those, we've really kind of discovered they're probably in need of more immediate attention. So this was not something that was included in our fiscal year 24 budget. So it'd be something that we would have to add as an amendment. So when we start preparation for our fiscal year 25 and amended fiscal year 24, this would be something that we would have to include along with that. But these are kind of needed maintenance level improvements that we would not be able to undertake in-house, including painting of the band shell and so forth. So we would be looking to contract out all of these items here. So again, not included in our fiscal year 24 budget, but it would be something that we would propose as an add-on. But I think we should probably consider starting that now so that we'd be in a position to bid these improvements out over the winter so that they could be started on the spring and then hopefully wrapped up by Memorial Day. Not a lot of real major improvements, but again, just some things that are in need of some refreshing and some updating there. And Austin and Jim have identified those. Again, they're in the blue sheet, and Austin's going to review the proposal here with you in just a moment. But again, just more or less some simple upgrades there at the Lakeview Room just for your information, I'm sure you're well aware, that was done in 2000, and we have not undergone really much of an upgrade down there in terms of the lighting and the cabinetry and some of those things, so in nearly 25 years. So time to take a good look at that if we're going to do some of these other things and just put it all in under one project. So the proposal that we negotiated with Atura here in Clear Lake is for planning, designing, bidding, and then overseeing the construction of the improvements that we would undertake for the band shell. And that would be an amount not to exceed $18,500. And like I mentioned, and you've seen that in your proposal, there's just a number of things down there that I think there's opportunities for us to utilize the band shell. It's been utilized in a lot greater capacity over the 23 years that I've been here than previous. And electrical upgrades are definitely needed down there. It's obviously hosting concerts and things there. And I know, I think Councilmember Hughey had mentioned to me that there's a number of people in the community that are interested in contributing to that project that use the band shell in various ways. So opportunity for some private philanthropy there. So I don't have anything further in terms of background unless anybody has any questions. I'd be happy to respond to those. Otherwise, Austin can go over the proposal with you.
And this will not be in the 24?
It's not currently in our
Start.
fiscal year 24, but if you're inclined to proceed with this proposal, then we would include it as an amendment to our fiscal year 24. But I think, given the nature of some of these maintenance improvements that are proposed,